So, I am in New Orleans for the 89th annual meeting of the Society for American Archaeology. This is my first year attending the conference, and I am presenting, so I'm quite anxious about that. I have a poster I can show you in a moment. But when I checked in for the conference last night, they handed out these fun free little bags, which means I can carry some extra things with me when I go to the conference later this morning. Made my coffee, helped myself wake up. So in that handy bag, I can take some snacks, extra business cards, phone charger, and some rubber bands in case anyone needs some for their posters afterwards. I found at the last little mini conference I did at my university campus, having extra rubber bands can be really helpful. You know, someone might break their rubber band. So I want to be prepared. I might break my rubber band, who knows? So, to help myself get ready, I'm going to have my coffee. I'm going to crochet a little bit. That's what I like to do when I have my coffee. Yep, and I'm gonna get myself ready to present this poster. I'm also in a symposium, talk session. Before that, I don't think I actually have to say anything. I'm just a co-author on a particular paper that is being presented. And I am looking forward to kind of the rest of that symposium, hearing the rest of the talks, meeting some people, hanging out with my friends from the rest of my department when I see them later today. But, yep. For now, I'm just going to try to relax and have my coffee. We're on day 3 of the conference for the Society for American Archaeology, and I am exhausted. Day 2, so yesterday, was non-stop for me. I had some talks that I wanted to go and see in the morning. I found the exhibit hall before that. That was awesome. There's a ton of books, a lot of publishers selling books, and they are discounted if you are here and a member of the SAA. And that is something I want to talk more about later. I have some videos or some clips of me wandering around the exhibit hall, and oh my god, I was absolutely kid in a candy store. So excited because I love books. And I have to swing by there again today, and probably pick up a couple to take home that I can tell you all about later. But then I saw my PhD advisor give a really wonderful talk about some ancient DNA work she and some colleagues are doing for some sites in West Mexico, and that was really interesting. And also really fun. She has such a wonderful presentation style that's so engaging and just so, entertaining and educational, and I love striking that balance. Then lunch break, and swung through poster session to go and say hi to a professor from my master's program. I was very much hoping to see him again, and I did, and it was really good to swing by and be like, hey, I'm still alive. At lunch, and then went to a symposium, so another set of talks in which I was a co-author on one of the presentations, and since I wasn't lead author, I didn't have to actually do anything like during the talk. I didn't have to get up and say anything, which was great. So that included some of the ancient DNA work that we're doing up in our labs, that they sent us samples from some sites over in Poland. And all of the talks in that symposium, the theme was life and death in Central Europe, and every single one of the talks was so good. Honestly, the graphics and images and little visual effects that they used in their slideshows were so fun. One of them had an image that I looked at that and I was like, that would be one sick tattoo. I'm not gonna get it, but it'd be awesome. But yeah, just talking about a lot of, particularly bioarchaeology, so talking about a lot of like what we were learning from skeletons, from collections over there, excavated from sites over there. Really fascinating stuff. And then I had my poster session immediately after that. So here you can see poster I presented. I think what I might do is kind of a walkthrough of my poster later. I'll have to unfold it. I can fold it because I printed it on polyester fabric. I have some thoughts about that for another video, another time. I presented on anthropology and social media. So how can we use social media platforms to create content to tell all of you about all of the crazy fun work that we're doing, and let you guys know and show you what is archaeology and anthropology really like. How do we do this work? Why do we do it the way that we do it? All that fun stuff. And I did have quite a few people come by and ask questions about it. Showed them examples like, here's my Instagram, here's how I'm doing it personally. Here's what platforms are out there, what they do, if you can read them here, I have some examples of people doing education on social media that I personally think are doing it really well. Yep, I'm gonna have my coffee, put myself together. I'm gonna go continue to fill my swag bag they were handing out full, free copies of Archaeology magazine. I picked the one that I personally thought sounded the most interesting. You can follow Archaeology magazine, I believe, on Facebook, and they have a website that is very fun. Real short, little, bite-sized articles, super fun to read. But yeah, I have kind of another full day ahead of me, but I don't have to actually do anything except just show up there, absorb some knowledge, listen to some people talk about topics I personally find interesting. I'm just gonna wander around, have a really chill day. I need a chill day. I'm very sore after yesterday, and I've been on my feet for 2 days straight, so it's probably why my voice doesn't sound that great, but yep, that'll be fun. Maybe I'll bump into some friends over there, see what they're all up to. Some of my friends are having some wild adventures, and I would love to catch up with them about it, see what they've been doing. Yep, but we are about halfway through the conference. Yep, it has been fun. So, day 3 of the conference, technically day 2 of conference stuff for me, is done. It was another long, exhausting, but honestly exhilarating day. I'm having so much more fun than I thought I would at an event like this. But I mean, I went into this not really knowing what to expect, just because it's my first archaeology conference. So I'm just chilling. I'm having some tea. I snagged some Yorkshire tea from the booth in the exhibit hall from Durham University over in the UK, and realized I picked a bad time to film because the people outside my hotel room are really loud, and that's going to continue for about the next 4 hours or so, maybe 3 if I'm lucky. But since I wasn't presenting today, I just explored. I finished my walkthrough of the exhibit hall, talked to a bunch more people, and what did I do? I went to some more talk sessions. I went to one on craft and like trade networks and interactions in European archaeology. There were some really good talks there. Later, I went to one about historical archaeology in Europe, and those talks were fascinating, and they were also so well done, and some of them were pretty funny. I think we all kind of giggled our way through the last one because conspiracy theories got involved, but it was very, very good, and touched on things all of these talks were touching on things that maybe I've talked about in class, for like cultural heritage and stuff like that, or I've read about in my own time, like some Roman history and stuff like that. I'm enjoying it so much, and I know it's just the nerdiest thing. But I'm not here for just that. I am gonna go have some fun adventures with some friends for the rest of the week before I go home and deal with stuff like all of this, all of my pamphlets and business cards and swag, from all of the different people that I talk to. And I am coming away with so much to think about, going forward. It's not just going forward attending future conferences, but going forward like professionally, and how can I get more involved with the Society for American Archaeology. I have so many questions for some of my professors and ideas and stuff like that. But I hope I remember all of my questions by the time that I get to see my professor later tomorrow.